You ever been getting ready for a tournament and just don't know what to take? Yeah, that's me right now. Like I'm trying to get my balls together for the tournament, and I normally take 6 for just in case, but nothing is looking good right now. Like nothing is saying, yes, Amber, take me, please take me. Because lately I've been taking all my balls and they've been like too strong for these house shots. Okay, Amber, you got tournament balls for tournaments and you got other balls for mile tournaments. Cool, I got you. But now it's like, because my IQ tour cracked and my hype cracked, I feel like I'm in a space where I just don't have enough low end balls for these house shots. But then maybe I can just take whatever I need. But then I always need 6 balls, and now I'm just kind of like stuck in a pickle. And nothing is really singing out to me right now. So I don't know what to do.
Living Studio.
Making me very confident in my selection going up the road. So right now I have my spare ball in my bag, I have my Zen in my bag, and I brought my 2.0 hybrid because I like the way that moves across. I actually used that Tuesday in league. They did out all the lanes, and I was standing all the way left, and I was kind of like floating it out right, which is something new that I learned. I've been practicing on that, and it looked good. I was like, okay, maybe this could be a ball if it's like too dry or whatever, because I don't know how houses play, and I'm going to Georgia. I'm going to Albany, Georgia this weekend, and again, I just don't know what to expect. So I got a message that said, bring some balls that are weak, like super weak. And I'm like, okay, I don't have that. My ball's cracked. And then they said, bring balls that are long. And I'm just like, long and weak? If it goes long, so that means it's like dry. I needed to get down the lane. I needed to get up there. Or I need to use speed, so I have to throw speed, be speed dominant, but I still want to sit there and roll the ball. So I don't know what balls I'm taking, and I might get a new ball today. Yeah, I don't know. But right now I have my knockout in the bag, mid lane ball. I have my Zen, my spare ball, that's 3. I take 6. I brought my 2.0, that's 4. And I think my mix with my conundrum is, what do I want 5 and 6 to be? Like, I have my soul. I might throw my soul in there because depending on the situation, my soul actually does work well, and it works on my house shot. Like one of my leagues out here, crazy back ends, the ball kind of like just takes off, and it's not too much, so I can control it. But then I put like my Brutal Collision in here, and I don't really want my Brutal Collision in the bag. It's either Brutal Collision, Dark Web, MV Tour, and I'm not feeling any of those. Like my Brutal Collision I'm not feeling, and the reason why I'm not feeling it is because I think it's just going to be way too big and too strong. But it'll give me my second solid asymmetrical in the bag. Okay. And then my Dark Web, I want to take that one because that's a different layout on it. It's a little bit stronger than my knockout. And I know these balls aren't in the same family and everything, but just comparing to what I have to like symmetrical, solid, similar layouts and stuff, using what I have to get by, because I'm not brand specific, I'm not sponsored. So I just try different products with different balls and see what works and kind of work with them off of that. But my 2.0, my Dark Web is similar to my knockout, and they roll the same. They're symmetrical, solid. So it's like, to put both of those in the bag, it's not much of a difference. Like not much to go off of. So I don't know. I text Tony at a Bowler's Edge Pro Shop, Sawgrass Lanes. Oh, sorry, Bolero Sawgrass, because Bolero bought them out. And I text him to see if, you know, a Hustle M&M might be good to add to my bag. So I'm waiting on him to see what he says. But until then, I'm gonna clean my balls up. I'm gonna get going, and maybe I might not even need them all. Maybe I might just need my spare ball and, you know, my Zen or my 2.0, and just, I'm stressing over nothing. But most times I do feel, or I want to feel good going in with my balls. That yeah, I have the selection. I know what I have going with me. I know how I feel, and right now, I'm just not feeling it. Have you ever felt that way before? Let me know. And I'm kind of just going to put them to box setting. I'll put it back to factory. Just clean them up, put a little surface on it, put a little shine on the other ones. Not too much. Sometimes you have to improvise. It's too heavy and my table is not strong enough to hold it. So I have my spinner down here on the ground. I'm going to put them in here. I'm sitting on the yoga mat right now to try and, you know, make sure my knees don't hurt while I'm down here. My balls, and I'm going to get to work. All right, so like I mentioned, I have a tournament this weekend. I'm not really sure to take, but spare ball is number one. Normally I don't clean my spare ball, but my spare ball has been a little oily lately. It's been absorbing some oil, so I just kind of want to take it off a little bit. I'm going to just put some spray on it. And it come with a top, so I had to add my own. Come with a spray, wipe it down, clean it up. Just to take all that extra slide off of it. And that way I can, you know, shoot 100% of my spares this weekend. And it was a little dirty too, so it's good that I cleaned it up. Let's get it back going again. Before I started bowling so much or just trying to go on the tour stop, I never really thought I needed a need for a ball spinner. But now I feel that I do. And it's for times when I just can't make it to the pro shop. And it's the middle of the day and I can't make it up that way till later because they're so far away from me. Like it takes about 45 minutes just to get to the bowling alley. Or if I'm leaving early in the morning, or if I know I have practice later on, or whatever the case may be, I just can't make it to the pro shop. This is a great investment for me to clean my balls and spin them. I don't do it too often because most times I try to find my way to the bowling alley. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little lazy. But for those times that I can, I just have the day to sit there and actually try and prepare myself. My ball spinner has come in handy. So it's 2 speeds, one for the high speed for the polishing of the balls and the low speed for the sanding of the balls. That way when you go high speed and polish it a little bit more, give it that extra shine. So I've learned, or I've asked questions and found out. Roger and Tony helped me out a lot with all my questions. So I feel mostly confident in doing it. And most times when I go to the pro shop, I take forever to do it. So now I have time to spread it out, do what I need to do, and get my balls the way I like it. So in the midst of me grabbing my supplies, my table has fell down, which is why I don't have this heavy machine on there. So it kind of fell on me. Now I have my knockout. What it helps it when you're sanding it, it helps to kind of get into the ball. It allows it not to react as fast, go a little bit longer. It's a 500 pad. And I'm going to put this back to like the box setting or close to the box setting as possible. So I have 5,000. Oh, it's 1,500. I'm going to need that later on. 2,000. I'm going to go 2,000 on it. Put some water. I like to clean my balls afterwards because it's just a thing about me and just cleaning it afterwards. So I'm going to spray my water on the ball. I have it up, hose up, and then put it on low speed. Oh, not ready yet. And put it on low speed. Want to spray some water on it. I like my water to spray like a mist. Personal preference, but that's just how I feel. Nope, too much. Oh, that's just not it. That's just too hard. Okay, let me play with the water first. That's just too direct. Oh, there we go. Now we got a mist going on. I like a mist on my balls because I just like it. I don't like the direct because I just wanted to spray all over the ball. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. And then looks all that on top. And I don't understand that, so I think that's why I be doing it wrong all the time. But I'm going to go by and flip it over. And I see which ones I didn't touch. I just make a mess. I make a mess, and I'm not perfect, but I enjoy it. And this is what I'm doing. All right. Spray my water on it. Get my pad, 2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So I try to get the same numbers, or I try to get the same motion and the same feel. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Maybe it look dry. And then I will go ahead and clean it. My spray. A spray that I like to spray and mist. There we go. Spray like to mist. And clean the ball. When you clean it, don't really need to go around it many times. Flip it over. Flip it over. The holes. It's the side with the holes that get me every time. All right. Cleaning my holes right here. Cleaning this hole. Cleaning that one. Make sure we get all around it. And I am outside in 90-degree weather in Miami, Florida. Let me have my Zen. You can tell right here. Look how shiny that is. A lot of lane shine. I've been using this a lot in leagues. Oh, what's happening there? I've been using it a lot in leagues, and it has been showing out pretty well lately. Let me just make a mess. So I'm gonna put a 4,000 pad on it, knock some of the shine off, but still give it, a little bit. Right here, a Vice 4,000 pad. Spray my water on it. It's good to work. Press down on it. One. Might need to change how much spray I have coming out. A little bit more certain. Over here, just dirty. There you go. That's a good one. Get it wet. The more wet it is, the more you feel it. Almost like a feel thing. Ouch. Clean my pad off just a little bit. Oh, there's an outlet right there. Maybe I shouldn't do it towards the outlet. There's definitely an outlet right there. But I want to clean my pads off so that the pores stay open. And I leave them outside in this 90-degree weather to dry off. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. I might be. It's okay. But I know I got my surface on my ball. I know I used the water on it to get it to at least keep some length on it or make it not react as fast when it hits the lane. And I know I'm cleaning off all this extra sanding and everything that's going on there. So that's my logic. That's how I do it. And everybody is entitled to their own way. Let's really get into it. Now look at it. You don't see as much shine on there. I definitely took a lot of that off. Wow. So now we're back to good. Yeah. Next ball, my brutal collision. I don't know what surface is on here. I don't. But I'm going to take it back to 1,500. That's what I'm going to do. If I can find my 1,500 pad. I'll take that back, maybe back down to 1,500. I am going to put compound on it, I believe. I believe I'm going to put compound on it and see what I need. So I have my brutal collision and it's about to rain, so I have to expedite the process a little bit. So you may not see all my balls today, but that's fine. 1,500 on my brutal collision. Going to rough it up a little bit. And I'm debating if I want to add a little bit of compound on it. I spray it because it allows it not to react as fast when it hits the surface. So it's going to get in there. If I recall correctly as being told to me, if you hit rough on rough, it's just going to automatically react. But if you wet it out a little bit and smooth out the roughness that you add to it or the surface that you add to it, it'll make it go a little bit longer without reacting as fast. All right, flip that over. So, yeah. Straight water. All right, so I added 15. Yeah. No, you can talk. It's cool. My staff member, y'all trying to learn. It's all right. This is step 3, compound. Okay, compound, rack, high speed now. And then you still add water while you're doing it too. A little shine. I'll probably add more compound. Flip it over. That fast is fast, so maybe I do need to use a towel. And this is just me learning phases, but it is fast and it is getting there. And it is raining. So, yep. Got my Zen, added 1,500 to it. Lately, my Zen has been sliding a little bit too long on me. So I want to make sure I dig in there a little bit more and get it there. Add a little bit of reactive gloss to it. As you see, it's kind of dull. So not reactive gloss to it. Shine. Give it a little shine. And you put water on that as well. See, it's a shine, but not too much. Go ahead and shine the other side. Maybe I shouldn't fold it 4 times, but I should just keep it wide here. A little bit of shine, a little bit of water. Spread it out a little bit. Fast speed. Hold it, Amber, hold it. It gets hot under your fingers. Ah, shoot. Definitely gets hot under your fingers. God dang, it's gonna get hot. Interesting thing is that my Brutal Collision Brutal Collision 2.0 and Zen all use 1500 pads. So just knock it off and then add it back up again. So I can add the other side. Again, I'm doing this just so I can get some surface so I can fill the lanes. Even though I'm adding a compound on to it or the gloss, it's still just allowing me to grip the lanes a little bit. And you see how like kind of foggy it looks? And then now I'm gonna add my compound back on it. Compound on it to give it that shine. Some water on that bad boy. I almost went through a whole bottle. It was full. Some water. High speed. Oh, more water. You can feel it kind of like it gets rougher. You know, just it was rougher. You feel when it's not comfortable anymore, like when it's under your hand and it just gets too much, and you can feel like it's sticking a little bit. Look at that. I'm not gonna tearing up. So you feel when it's just sticking a little bit. And you just kind of don't want it to stick, so you want to make sure like it glides smoothly. That's how you know we need to add more water or not to it. All right now. One more time. Flip it over. So, had a little shine to it. Now you can see the shine through here, and it was a little dull a minute ago. So now I'm just trying to get it back to where it needs to be. So I just finished cleaning up all my balls. 6, the rain was trying to get me, so I had to rush a little bit, which shows me that I have the potential to clean my balls pretty fast. I just think too much into it. But for now, I am taking my Brutal Collision. I put a 1500 on it, compound, which I can knock off later on if I need something to go a little bit further down the lanes. I have my Zen, which is pinned down. I have my spare ball. I cleaned that up a little bit because it was a little too oily for me. Every time I grabbed it, it was slipping in my hands, and you feel that before you put it in the ball. So I just want to knock that off when you typically don't really clean a spare ball. I have my Black Widow 2.0, and that ball has been pretty good to me, like on a lot of different conditions. It's a hybrid ball, and on my shot at home, like I said, the lanes were burnt out on Tuesday. Like they didn't put any oil in the lanes. The machine broke. So I was standing left, and I was kind of like practicing on shooting it right. So it had a good look once it touched the friction. Well, the whole thing was friction. But once it got out to the spot, it kind of like walked in nice. And I got it to the right spot. It just kind of like walked in and glided in. So I'm hoping that if I need something bigger than what I have, that'll work. Like I also said, my 2 low end balls cracked, so I don't have anything. But I did text Tony, and he did text me back. So when I come back with another of this video, you might see another ball in my collection. And then I have my Soul, my Zen Soul. I put it in there at what is my Zen Soul? My Zen Soul is at 4,000. And that ball has been pretty versatile as well. It's been compatible with my Zen, and I've been liking those two together. And I think I said my knockout black and blue. So we'll see how this goes. I'll let you guys know what's going on. I may do this video now and upload it, or I may wait till I go to the bowling alley later on tonight and upload this tomorrow. You'll see. If you see another ball, I mean, it got uploaded later on. If you don't see another ball, it got uploaded immediately, and I will keep you up to date on this tournament. So y'all know I live in my car more than I'm